Hello everyone, this is Jay from J. Reagan's Single Car Garage, and for the 300 of you that are still here, it's been a long time since we've been in the Dart, and to be honest, I really haven't done much to the car except kind of drive it around and enjoy it. Today, my hand is shaking, I'm getting old. Today we're just doing some cleaning, wiping down the windows and such like that. But I have been actually thinking about some new projects for the car. I'll go over that in a little bit. See ya. It's kind of incredible how grimy a car can get just sitting in a garage. But you have to keep up with getting the dust off of things. So somehow, magically, dust appears to stick to things permanently, and you can never get it off after the fact. So look at that. I'm going to go over this a couple times. Sort of like a greasy soot. Probably from the exhaust that I've been breathing in. I have been using the car a lot, sort of as a daily driver, only for the fact that it's been really nice here in the suburb of Philadelphia. Look at that, it's still dirty. And I just kind of want to use the car, you know, that's why I bought it, to tool around in it. However, I did notice that I've been spending a lot of money trying to do things that maybe are kind of stupid, but my theory with this car is to kind of make it an homage to my youth. So I graduated in 1980. Yeah, I know, I'm old. And the cars that everybody kind of drove back in those days were ones from the 60s, because obviously they were getting around 15 to 20 years old. They were cheap and they ran pretty well. So that's the kind of cars we drove. I in fact had a number of those old cars. A 66 Barracuda, a 70 Dart, a 70 Duster. But anyway, what we did back in those glorious days was to try to make the things go faster, because we didn't have internet and we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have other things that kept us busy, so cars were our thing, and some other things. So what we did was, like I was saying, is to try to make the things go as fast as they could. I was lucky with some of my cars, they already had V8s in them, like my 66 Barracuda had a 273, which I attempted to make go faster, but didn't really have the money to buy headers and 4-barrel intakes and things like that. But then after I had that 66 Barracuda, I wound up getting a 70 Duster with 340, and that took care of my need for speed. And somebody had already taken care of doing a lot of the stuff on it. 4-barrel carburetor intake, hot cams, stuff like that. So anyway, getting back, look at the dirt on that window. Can you see that? So getting back, what I kind of decided to do with this car was make pretend that it's my high school car. Now, even though it has a Slant Six, I decided to do some performance upgrades to it, which, if you've watched this channel before, you see some of the projects that I've done with it. One was put a larger exhaust. I put a Super 6 manifold and 2-barrel carburetor upgrade on this, and I put 1-inch leaf springs on the back, because the back end of it was really sagging because of the age of the springs. They weren't springy anymore, and that's sort of where I stopped. However, with the exhaust system, I never put the tailpipe on it. I put a muffler, turbo muffler, and then a downpipe that kind of ends right around where the rear axle. But what I've noticed is that that lets a lot of exhaust fumes into the car when you're driving it around. And one thing I wanted this to be is sort of a family car, so we could take it on, you know, on the weekends, do stuff with. But the wife does not like the smell of the car. And to be honest, after driving it a while, I don't like the smell of it either. So what I wanted to do is put get the rest of the tail exhaust system, and that is the tailpipe, which kind of goes around the axle and out the back the way it's supposed to be. However, I've been finding that, and I've been putting this off basically because I spent a lot of money already on the car, is to get that thing shipped to me is like $320 for just the tailpipe in the back. So I was attempting to cobble things together the way I normally do with exhaust parts and adapters and things like that, and that turned out to be a total mess. I didn't record any of that yesterday, and I'm glad I didn't because I was using a lot of curse words. But anyway, and I'm cleaning the window as I'm talking to you. But anyway, I think I'm going to actually have to break down and buy this thing. So what I'm going to try to attempt to do is scour the internet. Maybe I can find one used, or maybe I can call the company direct and we can make some sort of deal on shipping. But anyway, that's going to be the next videos. I'm going to show you a couple things, and then I'm sorry this is going longer and it's probably boring that you're watching me clean windows. But that's basically what I've been doing, you know, just kind of driving it around, cleaning it, and just enjoying it. So I hope you're interested in what I'm doing. The next things I'd like to do on this is to get some seat upholstery, but again, a lot of money. So that'll give you a quick reminder of what the car looks like. There it is at my house, not in the dusty garage. We're not going to talk about that or that right now. She's a looker from about 10 miles away. All right, there's Wilson. So here's what I attempted to cobble together, trying to form this flex pipe, which would have been a total disaster. I'm glad it didn't work out. And then I thought maybe I could connect these pipes together and get them underneath the axle, but that did not work at all either. So it looks like that I'm going to have to wind up getting the actual tailpipe from somebody. Let me show you what that is looking like now. I think you might remember. Let's see if you can see under here. So the 2 1/4 inch exhaust just sort of dumps out right behind the axle there.
Jay was able to find this universal exhaust piece on eBay. We will see if this works. Price is in his budget.
Well, that's it for now. Just a short little video. I'll bring back the videos at some point, maybe when I get that tailpipe in. Well then, see you later. If you have any comments, leave them below. Bye-bye.